exciting. The ammonia was awesome. That really carried me through that. It was fun.
More weight?
I think we need more weight.
How does it feel?
Very interesting. You've done like a Conan wheel.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, right. You grab it.
This is initially what I'm reminded of here. We're talking grizzly here. What's the biggest weight you've seen him do with this?
Okay, so the video I showed you before we started was 880 for 17 reps.
What I'm going to say is, I've seen a couple of the videos. Very entertaining, right? And I'm a big fan of emotion.
Yeah.
With lifting, you get fired up, you get that adrenaline pump, you get that adrenaline release when you lift something big. So that scaled up. It did.
Yeah. That got hard quick, huh?
It scaled up. I think I might hit this side or that side. Yeah. That kind of threw. I was getting the rhythm, and then the rhythm was no longer there. You kind of have to get the rhythm, man. And I hit, and I don't like that because it threw my rhythm off. You know?
Fix the rhythm.
It's like I'm trying to dance with the weight. You know.
I got a question for you. So in strongman, typically the major split is between guys that can overhead but can't deadlift, and guys that can deadlift but can't overhead. So that's like the easiest thing to think of when you're thinking of like leverage advantages versus disadvantages based on how a lifter's built. Who is this lift built for? Because I feel like this works for everyone.
Potentially, it would work better. And there are certain events where having more of a power belly is a great thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because you have a little bit more maybe protection, but also more of a shelf to work off of. Mm-hmm. So a guy I would think that is extremely lean, this would not be a great lift for them.
But
probably.
But in the highest weight classes of strongman training, all the guys
you need to be wide, and it's kind of one of those things that can play to your advantage. It's a balance and trying to be well-rounded. I mean, I would think maybe having a little bit thicker arms would be a good thing too.
Oh, you got that space. The biggest arms out of any strongman I've been around.
You know, thanks for noticing, but yeah. Conan's wheel, if nobody's ever done that lift where you pick it up, it literally will dig in and you can't breathe. So you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
700 pounds. You know what, Brian? This is a PR for you.
Yes.
What's exciting is actually every lift we have done has been a PR because this is a very brand new lift to me. Right?
I mean, who knew that you'd be still PRing this late in your career? You know?
I did not wake up today knowing that this would be happening, man. So. It's actually exciting. The ammonia was awesome. That really carried me through that. That was honestly.
Can you explain what's going through your head right now?
So, 700 pounds on this lift. Definitely a PR. You can still smell that. It's awesome. Yeah. Whew. Like literally, that's like a cologne. It's awesome. Man, that'll get people's attention. You would have noticed. We'll put some of that on. Your eyes might be watering the whole time, but that was good, man. That literally woke me up. I'm so excited right now. With an unconventional lift that I haven't done, right? Walking in, I don't want to necessarily go to the end point where I can't do any more, but if you're going to throw this out and show me that video, I'm going to try it for real and not be like, well, I'll try 300 pounds. Okay, that's cool kind of thing. I feel like 700 is at least at a level where I can understand what he's feeling a little bit and give a little bit more of an analysis. In all fairness, let's talk, because this is where my brain tends to go. Application to strongman, if I were to maybe change the bar slightly to maybe a little bit thicker bar, maybe even an axle, this would be potentially a good way to prepare for a Conan's wheel. That feeling, I would have to brace so hard to do this that if I were to have a Conan's wheel where I could just lock it in and I'm taking steps, right? That every time I'm taking a step is moving a little bit. Yeah. So it's kind of similar. That's the only thing I can really equate it to, but I would get so used to being uncomfortable holding this type of weight and being in that position that if I got on a Conan's wheel and then had to perform, I would have built up that kind of bracing strength from doing this So I could give it that. I could give it that.
You say it's kind of like training for walking out a heavy squat with more weight on a walkout and just putting it back in, or just unracking and re-racking. You see what I'm saying?
Potentially, yes, because
similar application.
you could take the load heavier, right? And crazy enough, how I'm feeling right now, not only the bracing, but upper back traps engagement there, I can feel it. I actually can feel it right now. So, you know, I know it seems unconventional, and I think, you know, a lot of people would probably watch that and say, okay, what's the basis for this, right? Like you're trying to put a lot of weight on and not really get any benefit from it. But after doing that at that type of load, it's a very different feeling. I mean, the Grizzly, crazy guy seems like, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But I like that, man. I like the intensity. I like the yelling and you know, hitting some ammonia, and it's fun and it's off the wall.
All the respect to the Grizzly guys. We love him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the guy. A lot of respect for him. So we're just happy that he exists.
Well, if we didn't have that, would we really be trying this lift?
No.
And would I be talking the way that I'm talking? Probably
No.
not, right?
Ryan, thanks for being a good sport.
You got it, man.
This
Yeah.
is excellent, and we have all the respect in the world for
I feel
Grizzly.
like you don't have enough chalk on you right now is the problem.
Well, the moment I put chalk on, I want to pass out again. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna.
Also, I don't know how you maintained a pump from that one like lift, but you did. So
Go out and live it, guys.
You have to live it.